So right now I'd like to welcome Rob Glover, a parent, advisory council member, and ambassador for the First Tee of Greater Miami Valley, to the stage.
First, I'd just like to say to the parents of the speakers tonight, the youth speakers, you certainly have something to be proud of. They've certainly taken the core values and done a great job coming up there and speaking in front of everyone this evening. So congratulations to all of you. So, as Jim said, my name's Rob Glover. I'm a parent to 3 First Tee participants. My family has been touched by the First Tee over the last 3 years. And as a parent, I was asked to give you a little flavor of what the First Tee has meant to me and to my family, to my girls. So, to do that, I would, I guess, pose a question to say, if you're a parent and you had to choose an activity for your child to be involved with, what would be some of the things that you would want that program to do for your children? So when I kind of made my short list, I wanted to be fun, wanted to have the outdoors maybe, get involved with some great leaders and some great people involved with the program, maybe learn something that's worthwhile, be able to share something with someone else, and learn some good life skills as a child should do. Well, the First Tee is it's all those things, and probably a lot more that I can't describe to you. When I was first introduced to the local chapter here, to Ryan Parkhurst, a reaction to me personally occurred that it hasn't happened that many times in my life. I love golf, and as a parent, wanting to find some way for golf to be involved with my children, and hopefully at some point in time later in my life that I can share a golf experience with my children. There's so many good things about the sport that I think that if you love golf and you love what golf, the sportsmanship that's involved and all the characteristics of the game of golf, those were certainly things that I wanted my kids to have and to be involved with, and really finding the First Tee was a way for me to teach those type of things, and the conduit of those discussions with my children was golf. So for me as a parent, it was awesome. The First Tee's 9 core values is a great way to categorize all the topics that as a parent you want to have conversations about with your children. Now, golf being the conduit to those discussions, it's led me to have meaningful relationships with my kids on topics that I never thought as a parent, especially as a young parent, that I would ever develop into. So my personal favorite values that the First Tee has is sportsmanship. I kind of thought about what I wanted to say to you folks tonight, and the 9 core values being the central piece of what the First Tee is all about. Sportsmanship really comes to mind because in golf and in life, we're constantly compete with other people for many things. We compete for jobs, we compete for money, we compete for recognition. We compete all the time for different things in our life. And I think the value of learning sportsmanship is that if you prepare yourself and you go out and you execute your plan to the best of your ability, sometimes you don't win. But in the game of golf and in the game of life, being able to stand in front of somebody and congratulate them on an accomplishment and being able to recognize their win against you is something that I think is awesome, and something that I think is very close to my heart about the game of golf, and hopefully that instills to our children. So I asked my kids, I said, what's your favorite value? And they each put a little note here to me when I wanted to recognize them. My oldest daughter, Erica, she's 16, she's been in the program now 3 years. She put perseverance, she said, because there are going to be days when you're not at your best, but you can't give up, so you have to keep going. I thought that was really cool. My middle daughter, Emily, she's in the 8th grade. She's also been involved in the program for 3 years. She said confidence is her favorite value. It's important to be confident in yourself. It leaves a good impression on others when you do, and even if you aren't having a good golf game, it's important to show that you're confident, you know what you're doing. My youngest daughter, Elizabeth, she put respect, because there are many kinds of respect that you can show a person. You can respect others, you can respect yourself, and you certainly can respect the game of golf and the golf course you're playing. So I thought those are cool things. You think about as a parent again, you wonder what kind of teach your children, and these are things hopefully as a parent you can be proud of. And if you have these discussions with your children and they're involved in the program, it's an awesome way to kind of reinforce the message that the volunteer coaches are giving to our children when we're not with them. So these values have been enforced by my kids and by their own choosing. It's a great feeling as a parent, just to be able to acknowledge and keep these life skills in the front of their minds as they live their life is something that I can only hope that continues. So with that, I'd like to just take a quick second to thank all the volunteers and all the coaches and all the people who work hard to keep the First Tee what it is today. I can only hope that in 10 more years we can have a 20th anniversary gala and catch 5 times as many kids as we do today. So congratulations and thank you very much.